Hello everyone and welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. So in the last episode we got some food. Not a whole lot honestly happened. We went over the whole beginning where we escaped, we managed to find some work, we've done a few odd jobs. We also managed to talk to Sabine, whom then basically told us that they can acquire some material for us, perhaps, probably, maybe, from some unsavory sorts. Maybe, perhaps, probably. But yeah, that was pretty much it. So now we're just waiting on Sabine to acquire the material, so the stabilizers, so we can get better. And let's jump back into it. As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wait up. Turn around. Don't know you. Thing is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on its broad face. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I know you? He grins. You do know. You do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around, just want to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erland said? The eye opens for us all? Nice idea. But, well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. Erlen? You pass together into the main walkway. No one has told you about Erlen? He's the founder of this place. That's why it bears his name. Haven't H should organize some seminars, he laughs. Not really my department, though. I'm with systems. Systems? Everything the eye runs on. He runs a hand along the passage wall. This place is a ruin, but systems keeps it spinning somehow. At least we try to. That is a lazy name for a company. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I saw you around, and, well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a little proposition for you. He glances around. But, well, this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare. Then, when you're settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice bright and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. Okay. Not suspicious at all. So I'm being tracked. I also have someone offering me a job that didn't tell me anything about a proposition or the job. Dragos still owes money, but I'm real close. And as a matter of fact, I can probably go ahead and get that knocked out right now. But let me see what other prospects I have. Don't have anything there. I think I've already done the... Oh, no, I haven't done anything here. Honestly, I don't want to mess with this until I have some better dice. And I want to use this dice roll on the salvaging... Not the salvaging, but the plasma cutting stuff. Still waiting on that. Oh, what do we got here? Sell components. The Ort Exchange is always hungry for new hardware to buy up, break down, and sell off, and you are happy to supply it. Input 1 scrap component. I don't have any scrap, so I can't help you there. Trusted trader. There's an old ship mine fabrication stack in the back of the market, but only trusted traders get to access it. Okay. Or I can play the exchange. The flow of chits and components in the exchange is complex, but a sharp eye and some tight trades can net you a good margin. So I can get some chits that way. What if I put this here? So, yeah. If I put this, it's 50-50, but again, I want to use that for my work. Okay, that's the food. And that's the low-end gate. Alright, so let's go ahead and hopefully get this knocked out the first try. Lucky. So I still gotta do one more. That's fine. Yeah, I'll use the 3 this time. As long as it's not bad, it should be fine. And of course it's bad. Crap. That messes up my plans. So I guess I could still just wait until the next round of things, but I kind of feel like this might end up being full. Yeah, that's gonna end up being full, which I feel like it's gonna have an effect on this. So I'm gonna need the extra time to focus on this. So I'll go ahead and roll that extra dice. Hopefully it won't be bad. Please. At least be neutral. Oh, okay, it was positive. Good. Alright, so back in business. Every salvager knows they are always just one lucky haul away from their next payday. So good, I don't have to worry about this anymore. And what is that? Dragos, Pragmatic Salvager. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape, suspended below the dome. They flicker across scorched hull plates and bent structures, spilling from holes in a twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Dragos stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as it is lowered into the yard. What is it? Dragos laughs. That, my friend, is a A-grade scrap. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of the crew. What happened? What do you mean? He glances at you. I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. I do kind of want to ask about the ship, but sure. On credit, though? We may have done well, but we can't afford a down payment on this one. He pats you on the shoulder. Don't worry, we'll make it back once we chop this beauty up. You sigh, but Dragos doesn't seem to notice. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I say you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. The drones start to crawl over the hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching, you wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion, locked inside that container, the wreck of the S&R freighter, lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered. Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb for your rebirth into this strange station? You shudder. Perhaps if you could learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Dragos squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we're up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on its side. Winter Light. Sure, man, let's do it. He claps you on the back. Glad to hear it. Come back in a few and we can make a start. A real beauty, Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. And I got an achievement for that. Paid off. Tutorial, character and upgrades. You've completed your first drive. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. Access your character menu via the arrow button at the top right of the screen. Okay. Oh god. Okay, so what should I put in? I've seen an Intuit and I've seen an Engage before, so I might want to do that. At the same time, I could just go ahead and put it in Endure and at least get that out of the negative spot. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need that at some point. Or I can do Icebreaker. Agent nodes give double data rewards. I haven't even done one yet, so I don't know what that entails. Oh, I would need 2 upgrade points for that, so I can't even do it at all. Let's see. Wait, so you can subtract points as well? So engineer, you can get efficient extractor, chance to gain random scrap items on engineer actions. I can get predictive reasoning. Dice actions display potential positive and negative outcomes. Thrill seeker, chance to gain energy after an engage action. So not gonna do that one. That seems like it could be helpful, especially now that that scrapyard is open. So I think I'll do this. All right. And I think that's all I can do here, correct? Yep. So I'm guessing you can either spend it on so you can spend things on this, or you can spend things on that. Okay. Do I still have an upgrade available? Yeah, I guess I don't have anything else available. It just probably hadn't updated yet. Okay. And I think that's all I can do for right now. Of course, I can eat. So let me go ahead and do that. Fungus fan. Infus doesn't trust people easily, but he notices his regular customers in his own quiet way. Yep. Okay, so if I eat there a couple more times, then we'll be a fungus fan. Alright. Now let's go ahead and head home and rest. I'm really liking this so far. Again, it really reminds me of Disco Elysium, but I like the fact that I don't have to kind of run around all over the map and stuff like that. It's just, you know, you click on this spot, you go there, and it's just easier to navigate. So I like that. Okay, so my health is not great. I only have 2 dices this time around. Thing. M&H Systems Engineer. So I need to go talk to him. I also need to talk to Sabine. This is also done. Alien Salvagers. Alright, so let me go to... well, let me actually go talk to Sabine first. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eye, in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark, and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it, Sabine stands, with a case open in front of them. A set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how yet again they trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I am the test case. That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They just for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains, which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. Which means the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine. The only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Alright, man, let's do it. Well, alright, let's do it. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer valve and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe, and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? Yeah, what happened? The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yadigan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you are going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods toward the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for the next dose. Silence fills the room, and they return to their glowing state. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you've been out. Sabine? Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Alright, so I'm back in stable condition. So I'm going to eat again before I end this round. So that way I should have a full set of dice the next time around. I'll check out the salvagers and stuff once I check this out with Fing. What's up? Sleeper. Fing catches your attention as you approach the Haven Age building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way. Security, all that. He gives you a look. You know? He slams a button and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fing inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates, and things you don't recognize that glow with blue-green light. There's a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Fing leans on a server stack and gestures around. You like it? What is all this? He taps a nearby server stack, which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from the sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block, speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, Elon Musk's child's name, the one Sawheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they are seeing a constant and concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. You walk down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We are keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least, that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines. They hum all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you? I'm guessing he's talking about my ability to kind of dive into stuff when I'm not paying attention. Sure. It makes sense, right? You're between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fing notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you are on the run, though. Yeah, they're tracking me. I wonder if you're tracking me. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see. Access protocols lost to time and decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Haven Age, there is old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those bad old days. I mean, they're not bad now? You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He winks. What do you say, Sleeper? Sure. Fang pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. He meets your eye. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Fang pauses. Fang passes you, a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift, he smiles. It's a Sawheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling, have granted me an acquisition budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. He slams the door button again. Keep it quiet and keep it clean, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You step blinking back out into the passage. Those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Okay, so we have a new drive. And now we have something else we can do. So okay, so deliver data. That's after we turn around and unlock the Solheim thing, which I will do once I do some other things first. Next thing I want to do... I need to eat. But I'll do that in a second. Okay, I can buy some scrap. Most of what comes in from the Starward Belt is corded trash, but sometimes something valuable can be found among the salvage. Gotta input 20 cryo. Scrap allowance. Big stuff goes to the shipyard, the valuable stuff to the markets. They'll let you buy a few crates, but not much more. Uploading scrap. The freighter will stay docked for as many cycles as it takes to offload its haul of scrap into the Haven Age yards. Okay. Or I can unload containers. The freighter crew are eager to get their payload into the ore exchange, and they'll pay a wage to anyone willing to help them. But it is dangerous. Alright, so I will probably not end up doing that. That dock, there's going to be something coming there pretty soon. Dragos Yard. Okay, I can do forensic trawl, or I can do cutter salvage. Investigating the winter light means picking through its systems and structures with care. You won't pay, but you may find answers. Shipbreaking is tougher than slicing up loose salvage, but Dragos is happy to pay you a fixed wage if you're up to it. Okay. Dragos' nerve. Dragos seems increasingly nervous about your presence in the yard. You're not sure he's going to hold his nerve much longer. Oh, that's a problem. But this is safe to do. For the most part. So I need to try and finish this as soon as I can. Decisions. Okay. And then that's just risky, plain and simple. And let's see how much this is. 100. Wonderful. That's 100. Good God. Okay. Right. So I think what I'll go ahead and do is I'll go ahead and spin the 2 dice that I have in Dragos' Yard. And I'll do it on the forensic trawl. And then hopefully the next time around after I eat, I'll have a full set of dice. And then I can use some of that to try and do some of this cutter salvage stuff and see where I can go from there. Because money is going to be tight if I need to. I'm going to need at least 100 more cryo. So hopefully I won't have to spend any of this. But, well, I'm going to have to spend some of it soon because I got to get some food. So that's the thing. Let's see here. Great. So that was bad. Let's see what the next one will be. Great. 2 bads right off the bat. History or no, the ship is salvaged, as Dragos always says. Break it down, move it on. Alright, so that just gave me 2 bars for that. Nothing else. Well, I guess at least it didn't hurt my health or anything like that, so there's that. Let me go ahead and get that food. Alright, and then if I do that one more time, I get the fungus fan thing. And let's go ahead and use the Sawheim Gate. So I can only use it on that, I think. And let's see how this works. Okay, at least it's not a minigame. With a squawk of noise, the old gate flips open, granting access. But what does that mean, though? Like, what did you do for me exactly? Because I'm pretty sure those were already open. And then I don't think I got any items for that. Yeah, I didn't get any items for that. Okay. So I guess that just kind of opened up some of the options up there that I can turn around and use. Not quite sure, but I did use it. Alright, so let's go ahead and go home and rest. I'm gonna need to be careful because I am being hunted. Alright, so I do have 5 dice. They are 5 shit dice. Well, 2 shit dice. Okay, so I was really hoping I could get a 5 so I could turn around and, well, not a 5, but a 6, so I can turn around and use it. So I'm gonna use these 2 in the other area. I think that's right. Bypass. Extract data. I have 1 encrypted key. I have no idea what that means. Or is this going to kind of be like Deus Ex, where I can kind of like link things together and then eventually it'll help me open something? Maybe, perhaps. The node is leaking corrupted contractor lists from the early days of the system's palladium rush. Alright, let's get that data. Okay, and I got some Sawheim data, and I can take that back to old buddy. As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. Taste, the voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and then suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown. Astringent. Processing. Oh, I'm gonna stay still. What the hell is that? What sort of Cthulhu dog is this? Oh, Hunter, that's not great. Please hold. The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? The shape paces around you on lithe legs, though there is no ground here to pace on. Entity, identity, identify, origin, serial, cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Oosh. I feel like this is a bad thing to do, but I'm going to say it. Sleeper, S and ARP. Unknown, known. The figure's strange head rotates. Bracket's signature. Of and not of. Attempting interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head. Thick, snaking vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. I don't think running is going to help. Stop. The figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity, your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? My legal right to sentience. My God. I'm a person? Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. Sealed dock. An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. Oh, great! You lash out with all your force, not a physical strike, but a focusing, a spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaking with fear. Great! This is wonderful! Pretty sure that's gonna send my little meter all the way up. Or at least up a little bit. Great. So there's a Cthulhu dog coming after me. It's great. Alright. Now that kind of threw me for a loop. So... Jesus, what was I finna do? Oh, okay. Need to go here. Let's give him the data. 15 cryo scoping the systems. I need to do that 3 times. Okay. I'm guessing you don't want this by some chance. Nope. Okay. I've only done 1 here. I don't think I want to do that again. Oh, that's just waiting for that thing to get there. I kind of want to spend all this on this because the other ones were so bad. But ugh. Okay, so I got +2 with the winter light. Maybe one more. Oh, nice. Okay, and I got some scrap too in the process. Sure. Why not? Let's go all the way in. That's what happens. That's what happens when you go to Vegas too much. That's what happens. All right. So I mean, 2 out of 3 isn't bad, and I had 2 good ones as opposed to 2 neutral ones, so that was even better. All right. So let's go ahead and get some food before we leave. That'll also give us the fungus fan. Oh, and then I can sell this scrap too. I just thought about that. All right, I am a fungus fan. Don't know what that means. I'm sure it's great. Sleeper, Emphas calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes through the corridor. Tell me a story. He throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his wok, the fire leaping up to meet the oil. I see you, cycle in and cycle out. But we never speak. Tell me a story. What kind? Any kind. He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle into the wok. But one of yours. He looks up at you. Nothing stolen. You pause. The spice is rich in your nostrils, and think about the kind of story you'd like to tell Emphas. You look at Emphas, the listener, and imagine he has heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy a strange story. Something with some spice. Sure, tell him a ghost story. You start simple. You tell Emphas about the routines and structures of life as a sleeper. The SNARP assignments, the freezing cold, transport shuttles, the endless, tedious days of work. You make it almost sound normal, as if you weren't also struggling with your new bodies, your fractured minds, your harrowing depersonalization. This is for effect. Then you explain one assignment, a scrap detail in a facility left to rot for hundreds of cycles. The idea, you tell Emphas, was to rip the place to pieces, turn it all to scrap, and load it into freighters. Most of it was machine work, but they sent a couple of you down deep into the facility on a special order to find the mainframe and disconnect it. You leave a dramatic pause for emphasis' sake. You lean in a little, so the smoke of cooking fills your nostrils, and you tell them of the way the place moved, the way it shifted and changed in front of you, the way corridors twisted and pulsed like intestines, and at the rotten heart of it all, you tell them what you found. An empty suit from which erupted a mass of metal like a tree, like a forest, great trunks of ribbed steel exploding from the faceplate, buttresses of silicone stretching up into the shadows, and a mainframe that screamed when you cut it out. Emphas finished cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper, he smiles. You're quite the storyteller. He eyes you, and you realize that he is trying to gauge how honest you've been in your story. Emphas passes you the meal he has cooked, and you take it gratefully. As you eat, he talks, a natural exchange. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks around at the emptying market. But my time is done for today, and I do not want to keep you longer. So I will make a proposal. He gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind this stall. These are good enough for most, but someone told me a story that made me think a couple cycles ago. They said that across the gap in the greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard this? No. Neither had I, but I trust the ones who told me. Emphas begins packing up his things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap, and I worry about leaving my things behind. He smiles. I'm sure a storyteller like you could handle the trip. I will prepare for them. I will prepare them for you, and if you wish to tell it, be the audience for another story. I mean, sure. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to it, because money is a problem, yo. But, agreed. Good, booms Emphas. Then I will wait for you to bring them. Emphas sides his walk away and straightens up. I will prepare a recipe, then Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. You turn away and walk back into the main market, the rich taste of Emphas's food still lingering in your mouth. Stories for food. And you think a trade that seems more than fair. Alright, so there's that, and I'm guessing now it's going to be a little different. Ordering fungus, or order fungus. Oh, okay, yeah. So I have to find some way to get past the gate up there, I'm guessing, and then also get the fungus. Great. Word exchange. Okay. So that's a repeatable action. I think I can sell it here, and I can sell it here, right? No, I can buy scrap here. Okay, that's the difference. So yeah, let's go ahead and sell this scrap. Okay, got 12 cryo, plus 1 on the trusted trader side. Alright, so all in all, not bad. I mean, besides the one little hiccup with the bad dice, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, so I can't do anything else. Let's go ahead and rest. Let's take it into the next cycle, shall we? A lot of crappy dice. Seems to be a thing. But I think I can use those dice in the next... in the eye. Hunter. Why is that worrying? Let's see. I need 4 for that. My God. I need a 3 for that. I would prefer to not use that 3. That's a 2. I have an age member is broadcasting on the open network from here, leaving them open to data extraction. Okay, sure, let's use that. Right, what? Okay. Okay, I got Habit Age data. Let's get this one. Then I can sell this one. Alright. And I wonder if there's any ones. 4. That's a 1. Try this. And I got another encrypted key. So I have 2 encrypted keys, Sawheim data, and I have an edge data. I'm sure that'll come in handy at some point. And I'm almost being hunted, so let's get out of here. Alright, Thing, where are you? There he is. Data, Solheim data. Alright, so 1 more of those, and I'll get the scoping the systems thing. The next two I'm going to use at the scrapyard as per usual. Ooh, that's 100 too. But then I wonder if I use that over here, would that be better? No, that's just, Let's see here. Yeah, it's gonna be 100 one way or the other. Then again, hold on a second. I'm sure that there's other things I have done I could possibly add to, perhaps. Trusted trader. Well, no, I will need to sell then some stuff. Well, I could play the exchange. So let's play the exchange. That's 100% chance of positive action. So sure. 19 cryo plus 2 with the trusted trader. Okay, yeah. So I just need those two. Maybe I should play it again. At 25, 50, 25 though. Oh. Whereas the other one is safe. Yeah, I'll go back to the other one because I mean this isn't. I'm not in danger of anything bad happening, I think, over here. So yeah, as opposed to the scrapyard stuff, I do have the nervous Dragos nerve thing going on. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Big money, big money, big money. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. There you go. All right, so I got one more with the winter light. So yeah, that puts me in a pretty good situation there. Okay. Also, yeah, let me go ahead and eat. Let's eat. Okay. And I'm also going to go ahead and buy a vial of I kind of want to buy a vial of the stabilizer just because, I mean, I'll have it. But it's not like I need it right now. And plus, if I buy that vial, then that's going to kind of put me in a situation where I need to do work. But yeah, I'll go ahead and do it since I have some extra monies. God, that's expensive. I can feel that. As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Toshiro's glare, you notice something wrapped around the stabilizer valve clutched tightly in your hand. You open your hand and a thin film marked with holes and sigils unrolls from around the vial. At one end it has a hard metal strip, a handle. Expect the film. You hold the cloudy film up to the light. It is perforated with an ornate pattern of holes. You can make out a word among the markings. Passkey. Is this an entry key for somewhere? Inspect the handle. The metal handle is worn and pitted, but you can see a set of numbers imprinted into it. 207-F. And then crudely scratched into the handle at some later date, low end. For a moment you consider going back to the surgery to return the key, and then quickly think better of it. Did Sabine want you to have this, or is Toshiro passing on a message? Time to head to the low end and find out. Planned obsolescence. I got another one there. Okay, so I still need to pay 60 to get through there. That's a thing. But I do have a pass key for an apartment found tucked inside a stabilizer valve. Oh, nice. So maybe if I can go ahead and pay that 60 to get up here, then I can turn around and have an apartment. I won't have to actually run around and find and suffer, possibly. So, yeah. Okay, this upgrade thing is bothering me. What is it? Oh, I have an upgrade point. That's what it is. Okay. I kind of wanted to do this last time, and I think I kind of want to do it this time now, so... Predictive reasoning dice actions display potential positive and negative outcomes. And again, I could get this. Decisions. Or I can just put +1 in this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because I mean this is okay, but it doesn't really I mean, yeah, it's predictive to a certain degree, but I don't really know how much that helps me right now. So just gonna do a +1 in this instead. And I think I'm good with that. But seriously though, like why is this upgrades available thing still here? It makes me think something. Am I missing something? If I'm missing something, someone please tell me in the comment section, because I might be missing something. And I think that's all we're going to do for this episode. As soon as I can get this thing to save properly. Inject stabilizer. Yeah, I don't actually need to do it right now. Without regular doses of stabilizer, blah, 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 blah. Sleeper bodies actively decay. A corporate insurance policy to disincentivize escapees like you. Alright, and I'm still being hunted. So I really do need to kind of get on top of that and get to the next area. So, let's end this cycle. Wow. That's some shit dice right there. Alright. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it now. So, if you liked the video, like the video. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I have plenty of things on the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I will get to you as soon as I possibly can. So yeah, that was Citizen Sleeper. Let me know what you think, and let me know if I should continue with this. I actually just might go ahead and finish this, because I mean, I am really enjoying this right now. I'm really liking it. I'm liking the simplicity of it. So yeah, it's not like it's something that's really kind of hard for me to kind of get into or kind of motivate myself to do. This is really kind of fun. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.